Hello, Internet, and welcome to... Wait, wrong show.
Hello, guys, and welcome to Barbeta TV, and we're going to be on... Whoa. No. Welcome to Superhero Sunday. This is Barbeta TV. I'm joined here with Brad.
Hello.
Anything you want to say about this week? You had fun on your honeymoon?
I did. I got married. There's proof right
yeah.
there. I have to say again, I love that you changed your YouTube channel name.
Oh, thank you.
It's a lot more concise.
Yeah.
To the point. But no, I had a great time on my honeymoon. I had a good time with my wife. We wish we could have stayed longer, but have to get back to the real world, unfortunately.
Shame.
It is. But this was also an amazing week for all of these super shows.
Yes, it was.
Oh my goodness. I didn't expect it to be this good, actually.
Yeah, this was a really good week for the shows. I mean, I really did like last week. I wish you could have been here to join me, but...
I know. There was so much I wanted to talk about for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Gemma, and this all of it. Like, the planet they're on is Ego. If you don't know, that's where they were. They're on Ego. Because the planet has moods, but we'll talk about that later. Whenever it's revealed, because we're going to get... Agents is coming up.
Yeah.
It's coming up. We'll talk about that.
But first, let's start off with Gotham. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. So much good things. First off, why didn't they call this episode March of the Penguins? Thank you.
Yeah, that would have been a great episode.
Because that's pretty much what happens.
Yeah. That was a cool little scene. I really did like that.
I wondered briefly for a second while watching if Penguin was going to pull a Joker from The Dark Knight and be dressed up like a policeman.
Yeah.
Because it would have been completely plausible. Mm-hmm. However, I'm glad they didn't do that. I'm glad they didn't borrow from Christopher Nolan like that.
And he's not the psychotic mastermind.
Exactly. I mean, well,
he is, but he's in this state.
Penguin's more political than he ever is psychotic mastermind. Yeah. Penguin is more manipulative, like puppeteer in the background. Joker straight up is like, yeah, I'll if you look at me wrong. So, yeah, a lot of things. Galavan kills Penguin's mother. Well, Tigress kills Penguin's mother. Yeah. Carol Kane, I'm so sorry, honestly. Like, that hurt my heart. I felt so bad for Oswald Cobblepot, and I never thought that I would.
That was a pretty heartbreaking scene.
It was, and then he just removed the knife from her back and started stabbing, slashing, went for it. Like, at this point, there's nothing holding Cobblepot back from going full-blown Penguin.
Yeah.
And it reached, like, a very, very, like, tiny cap of the iceberg of what he'll eventually become. Mm-hmm. Like, is in the scene where it's him and Bullock and, Galavan, and, he's like, one of us is going to die tonight. I've made peace with that. Yeah. Like, he was fucking ready to go.
And I love that. He was like, I know Galavan shot your mom. He was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
He found out.
Like, just, that little, like... See, James Frain, who plays Galavan, is amazing. He's a great actor. But, yeah, his like from behind Gordon's back.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was good. There was that... Edward Nygma is no longer with us. We officially have the Riddler, I think. He has been born.
I mean, from the editing that they portrayed, yep, it's strictly Riddler now.
Yeah. I mean, he may not have exactly that name yet, but, I mean, the whole, like, riddle chase that Ed plays on himself.
Which is something that is very true to the comics. I mean, he does do that to us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was, like, I love the way it was done. I love the editing style of, like, him talking to his alter. Mm-hmm. And, like, just, like, the crazy, like, shifty editing of it.
I've always been a fan of how they went about doing Edward Nygma's scenes. Like, shooting, the editing, it's always perfect. And this episode was a good... saying, yeah, we are...
Yeah. He's full-blown now.
Yeah.
Full-blown AIDS crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe not that middle part. There was a... You had a note about one of those exact things.
Yeah.
Whenever he was looking at Miss Kringle's body.
Yeah. I was talking... Well, I didn't have an exact note on here about that, but I mainly was wanting to talk about how the editing of the shot and...
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that and just, whenever Dr. Tompkins comes in, like, it's pretty tense.
Yeah, the editing on that is really tense.
It's very close. It's very tight. It's very much like, don't fucking come over here.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Like, oh shit, she's
and
gonna die.
there was the one thing that I didn't know if he was hallucinating, if it was like a fake thing or not. But whenever like just the hand was inside the vending machine,
I was kind of wondering if he was hallucinating.
I was like, are you super crazy, or are you super crazy that you put it in there?
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then he just looked at it and shirt.
Yep.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Something I wanted to talk about is, I mean, Gotham, they've been bringing out a lot more locations, more locations than they have in the previous episodes.
Yes.
Like last episode, it was the new alleyway. This episode, you see that under the bridge shot, which was so beautifully done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You know, it reminded me, actually, in a weird way, like of in Daredevil, a different superhero show that I'm sure we'll get to talking about, later, but like in the year, I guess.
Yeah.
Or next year, technically. Anyway, but it reminded me of when Kingpin like broke the dude's face in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was similar, and it's very beautifully done. And something that I really liked was the whole first-person shooter between James Gordon and
Zaz.
Yeah. It wasn't an exact first person, but it was on the side of the gun, and it looked so.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it looked really cool.
Honestly, I love that Gordon. He tied. No, he didn't tie. He handcuffed Butch, and then like they start shooting like with the pistols, and like I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
there are giant, awesome guns right there." And almost as soon as I finished my thought, Gordon was like, picked him up, and they started doing stuff.
Yep. And yeah, I think that was the last thing I really wanted to talk about besides for Silver being a conniving little.
What are you doing, Bruno? Come on, man. You take a somewhat sweet, innocent character from the comics and you make her this.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
She's just supposed to be a love interest, and now she's one of his little minions.
I kind of think that's a nice touch, though.
It is
in a different way, and in a different way because it kind of makes me wonder, like, how far does Galavan's reach extend? Because I understand his sister being Tigress. I mean, I'm not going to go into like the lines of whatever family that could be.
Yeah.
But you know what? I get that. I get the whole, like, I'm super intelligent, so I'm going to get a bunch of villains to do my bidding for me. I get it. However, I mean, if it's to a point where he can, like, in a creepy way, be like, hey, little girl, want to do something to Bruce Wayne for me?
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's weird, but
it's weird.
That's technically family to him, so...
Yeah. But I wanted to point out, I loved during the end of the episode, whenever Galavan and Gordon are having, like, their first, like, head-to-head, like, I'm going to take you out, good luck thing.
Yeah.
I loved like the big old picture of Galavan in the background. I love that in that room, in that ballroom, it shows his state of power because he's the mayor now. He can do pretty much anything within legal reason.
Yep.
And he can't actually change the law per se, but he has an effect on it. And so, like, it's a position of power that he's been wanting since he's been introduced. He officially has it, and we just have Gordon, who's always been Gordon. He doesn't have anything new.
Yeah.
He's more willing to get the job done now.
He's gone about it in more of a
violent way, like Bullock would.
Yeah.
Fucking throwing dudes out windows.
I do like how in the beginning of the season, which this had to happen because James Gordon being who he is.
Yeah.
But you see the position of power change between Bullock and Gordon. Now Gordon is the head, the chief on the...
Absolutely.
And I think it's just a great change of power. Like, you kind of didn't really notice happening until the second season, and it's just like, bam, he's the man now.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
And then next he's going to be commissioner, but...
Eventually. We'll get to that, though. And before we round up Gotham, I am going to say, and this is going to be another prediction of mine, Michael Chiklis, who is the new commissioner, the new chief...
Yeah.
I'm saying he works for Galavan right now.
Just right off the bat.
He works for Galavan. He is in cahoots. There's no way he's not.
He came out of nowhere, so it...
I mean, he came from Fantastic Four and a few other things.
Well, no, I mean, like, he came...
I know what you mean. I'm fucking with you.
In the show, he's just like, yeah, I'm here. So, and it's right around the time Galavan's trying to do all that stuff, so it would make a lot of sense. So,
yeah.
You know what I mean.
But yeah, it was an amazing episode. I love Robin Lord Taylor as the Penguin. I love everything that he is going to do.
Yeah.
And it is officially like Rise of the Villains because Penguin is even penguinier. Galavan's being Galavan. We haven't seen any more. We didn't see any more of the Order of Saint Dumas in the episode, which I understand. I'm probably going to save that for much later in the season, which I totally get. And I love that the Riddler is officially here. Like, it's no longer just Ed stabbing a guy. It's official, like, question marks on note cards and puzzles. It's full-blown, like I said. But it's good stuff. It is good stuff. And I can't wait to see more of Selina.
Yeah.
Because we did see a little bit of her. And it was more of her trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Which, I mean, there is continuities of Selina Kyle where she isn't just a straight up, like...
No, I know. She's like more of an anti-hero.
She's an anti-hero. And heroine. Yeah, that's a better word for it. But yeah, I do like what's going on with her. Now, next I want to talk about Supergirl. I know you haven't watched it, but I just want to point out some things about it just because I did say I would watch it. And I mean, it's honestly not bad for me being such a horrible Superman hater. I do want to talk about Supergirl a little bit.
I don't hate Superman anymore.
You're less of a hater on him now?
I am, and it's because someone linked me a video in which a little boy was running around the streets of a big city in a red cape and in a blue shirt with presumably, an S on the shirt. And it was just a bald little boy, and he was running around screaming, "I beat cancer! I beat cancer! I'm Superman!"
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
And yeah, that was cool. That's Superman to me.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it should be. Not
the image behind him.
Yeah. Not an overpowered, egotistical Boy Scout, but the hope. Yeah, that was good.
And that's originally what Superman was meant to be, is the sign of hope. And because, I mean, the creators of Superman were these bullied Jewish boys, and they wanted to have someone to look up to like that. So, yeah, I want to talk about Supergirl before we get into Flash. I mean, it's nothing minor. I want to talk about because the show is doing a lot of really good things. Like, I'm excited to see Red Tornado come up in the future.
Oh, is Red Tornado going to be in Supergirl?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's fun. I like that.
There's nothing wrong with it, per se.
And then,
are they going to do like Red Tornado when he was like evil at first?
That's what I'm pretty sure. I mean, he looks evil as shit in the pictures I've seen. He doesn't look nice at all. But the things I want to talk about more is usually shows kind of, not per se lack, but Supergirl in its own right has its art direction amazing. Like, I feel like the art direction on Supergirl is fantastic. Like, the scenes where you see inside of Kara's apartment is beautifully shot. Like, she has like these can lights on top of as a chandelier, and it just all together it looks really gorgeous.
Looks nice. Good art director.
It's a great art director. Who you are, I love you. But other than that, I mean, some of the effects are. I mean, I don't like the laser beam eyes. They're blue instead of red.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It doesn't look as good. I mean,
what?
Yeah, I know you haven't seen it, but it's weird. But
was red too masculine?
I guess
so. Is that the thing?
But I mean, it looks like it's going to be a fun show. I'm going to continue on watching, and if there's anything I want to point out later on, I'll probably add it to Superhero Sunday, unless viewers want to see it.
I know they talk about how Kara's like cousin is off doing other things, and obviously that's Kal-El.
Yeah.
But I mean, is there any indications of like LexCorp or anything else in Metropolis, or is it just like we have the Daily Planet and feminism?
Basically, I mean, there hasn't been any reference to LexCorp that I've seen. I may be just kind of on my phone too much when I'm watching the show, but I haven't seen anything referencing Lex.
Well, maybe not Lex per se, but there were a lot of things in Gotham that they could do, or not Gotham, Metropolis. I'm sorry. We talked about Gotham recently.
I mean, they've had Jimmy is the friend of Kara, but he's going by James now
because he's a big black man.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of like references to Metropolis.
Where was the outrage for that? People tore shit from the streets whenever they said Heimdall was going to be Idris Elba, but now Jimmy Olsen's black, and people are like, we don't care.
Yeah, it's Jimmy. Honestly, I think him as an actor, he's a great actor.
Oh, I'm sure he is. I don't doubt it.
He does a great.
I have no doubts in my mind.
I'm not one to really care too much when it comes to stuff like that because I mean, adaptations have to be made.
Yeah, they do.
And I mean,
you know what I want to see from Supergirl? Power Girl.
Power Girl? That'd be nice.
I want specifically. I want it to be the version of Power Girl that is a clone, and I want her to be evil.
I mean, it makes sense with the whole feminism show path it's taking. I mean, they're gonna bring out all women. Besides, and all the villains seem to be men. And
oh yeah. Yeah. Why would there be female bad guys?
Yeah. Well, the main antagonist is female.
I take back my smirk.
Yeah. I mean, but still, like, everyone else besides her is evil. And the evil antagonist is Kara's aunt.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? Wait, no. Mama Kent?
No, not that aunt. Her Kryptonian aunt. Like, her real mother's sister. Twin sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got me all sorts of twisted.
Kent? Mama Kent? No.
Wait a minute now. Did she go evil after John died? That's not cool.
So I think that's all I'm going to talk about Supergirl. I mean, unless there's something that comes up on the show that I really want to point out. But let's hurry up and move on to Flash.
Sorry if I offended you. So many things this episode. So many good things.
Yep.
The Flash is arguably one of my favorite shows on right now. And if we have to go in order, Dr. Light, female version of Dr. Light, that's a very important distinction.
Mm-hmm.
We get in a little more of the clone territory or doppelganger territory. Barry goes blind. Barry has a literal blind date. Carlos does a very 1980s thing, which I like. Cisco.
Yeah.
We'll get to it. Dr. Wells is back. King Shark made a brief cameo at the end of last episode, which I didn't get to talk about last week because I wasn't here.
Oh, I know. It was so good.
It was amazing. Oh, my God.
Now all the fans just want to see Grodd and King Shark battle it out.
Be amazing. Be great. Earth-2 Harrison Wells is here. And other than that, we finally got another look at Zoom.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ. On a crutch. I want to talk about that first, actually.
Go for it.
Oh my God.
Let's see.
Okay, because again, they're doing for Zoom what they did for Lash on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and that is use not a lot of lighting.
Yeah.
And aside from not a lot of lighting, they have the voice of Tony Todd. And if you don't know who Tony Todd is, go watch a Final Destination movie, because he's basically death. But Tony Todd always has this super dark, super grim voice, and he's really good at these kind of things. And so, hearing his voice coming out of, what really does look like Death Flash at this point.
Yeah.
Instead of red or instead of yellow, his streaks are blue. His suit almost appears to be white or gray. I mean, it's very, very, very interesting. And I love that they're putting emphasis on him stealing speed.
Yeah.
I love that that's what they're going with. I love that, Zoom is obsessed with speed. He wants to be the only speedster. And I like that they're taking that route with him. We also, Harrison Wells has a daughter on Earth, too.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah, probably his penis.
Yeah.
But, so Zoom has Wells' daughter imprisoned. For why? But it looks really cool. I can't wait to see exactly how that's going to go.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of posts of people. I guess these people don't know comics, but they're saying that it's far away Earth-2 Henry Allen, and what? It's Hunter Zolomon, but
it's Hunter Zolomon.
I'll let you be wrong unless I am completely wrong. But
away Earth-2 Henry Allen.
Yeah. I mean,
is that near Neverland?
Yeah.
Are there pirates?
But they're just trying to say it's someone other than Hunter Zolomon, which is completely wrong unless they just want to trick the hell out of comic lovers. But, but honestly, I think he looks good. I've seen pictures now of him without his face shaking, so it looks really good.
Oh, see, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
All I've seen is what I've seen on the show. I try not to research these things so I don't ruin them for myself.
Yeah, and I feel we'll talk about it later in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I feel like the reason why they're using so much dark lighting on Lash is because the visual effects aren't as clean.
Yeah, they're not.
They're trying to make it look better by putting it in dark lighting, which is a normal technique.
It's a good trick.
I mean, it's such an outworld-looking person that you have to make it look immersive.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, but this...
For Zoom,
he doesn't really need it. But his mask looks really deathy, and it looks
See, and that's awesome. But I love that he's, keeping, the full body and momentum thing. I like that there's no way you could get anything from it, from just watching it like I do.
Yeah.
All I know is that it's Tony Todd. He apparently has hardcore Parkinson's, and he's really quick.
Yeah.
So that was mean.
Yeah.
Sorry, Michael J. Fox. I support you. I donate every year. I really do. But I love it. I love everything about Zoom. I want more. I want more Zoom. But it's probably going to happen. Ryan's going to tell me, "Oh, you should have seen the trailer for next week's episode." Blah blah blah.
No.
Ah!
I don't really remember the trailer after Flash this week for some reason.
But you know what else I really loved about this episode? I loved the entire blind date sequence between Barry and Spivot.
I love it.
I liked, the dark glasses. I liked that that Cisco was, using the spy cam and he was giving Barry help. Like, that's what I mean, the very 1980s thing. It was
really 1980s. And for them to have so much high technology, he has a black and gray camera. Why?
That was really funny, though. I don't know what color the rest is. You're on your own.
Yep. But yeah, that was a really cool sequence. I love the blurred out shots. It looked really great.
Oh, yeah.
Really well done.
Another super cool thing about this episode, the final confrontation between Barry and female Dr. Light. Barry used his speed mirage for the first time ever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Great.
Oh, my
it was
God.
Awesome.
Oh, super cool.
Mm-hmm. It was
oh, my
very
goodness.
cool.
The effects were great. Some of the... I wish that... It was a little too busy sometimes. And I get that that's the point, because, he's trying to confuse Dr. Light, which it worked.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And honestly, it shouldn't, because if she did the same thing she did the first time, it would have happened again, because she just did a full-on shockwave of light, and it took him out, because there's nothing it couldn't hit.
Yep.
But she's like, oh, nope, I'm going to go after a random guy, and then you get hit in the head. But...
Yeah, instead of shockwaving it, she was like, "You get a lightning bolt. You get a lightning bolt. Which one?"
Yeah.
I mean, the episode had to conclude somehow.
Yeah,
it just did.
But I'm glad they did the effect. I love Speed Mirage. It looks awesome.
And to lead from this, who helped Barry make the Speed Mirage?
Harrison Wells.
That's right. Very reminiscent of Season 1, before he was Eobard Thawne. Well, before you knew he was Eobard Thawne.
He was always Eobard Thawne since 15 years before.
Exactly. But before the audience knew, he was Reverse Flash. Here is Wells helping Barry get stronger and faster.
Again.
It's a good callback. It's a really nice thing. It's a good way to remind yourself of the story beforehand. And I love it whenever stories do this. Even when jokes do it, it's really good.
Yeah.
But... and I love Tom Cavanaugh, as an actor. I always have. And I love seeing him be the bad guy. I love seeing him be an absolute and total douchebag as a different version of Harrison Wells. It's so funny.
Yeah, you're just a dick.
Yeah, that was one of the best lines in this entire episode. Just Cisco, yeah, our Harrison Wells was their first Flash. You're just a dick.
Yeah, I mean, this show is really good. I mean, there's an Aquaman flashback. There was...
Well, no, not a flashback. There was
not
a good
flashback,
reference.
yeah. There was a reference to Aquaman.
Yeah, Jay Garrick. Jay Garrick loves him some Mira.
Oh, yeah. But there's just a lot of cool things that happen in this episode. For cinematography reasons, I really liked the tracking shot when Joe's handing Iris the gun.
Oh, yeah.
It was a
nice.
really up view, but I don't know, it kind of seemed really like, yeah, Joe, I don't trust you anymore. Here's the gun. You can't do anything. But it seemed like, oh, okay, bad guy Joe giving his daughter a gun, but it was still really pretty shot. I mean, I love cameras, so I love cinematography. That's what I pay attention to a lot, and
I always go for story.
Yeah,
I have to.
But you being the director, so
it's true. It's very true.
It makes a lot of sense. Something else that I wanted to talk about was Hot Girl.
Oh yeah, Hot Girl.
Hot Girl. H-O-T-T girl.
Such a bad name for a superhero.
Yeah.
No, they already made her. She's called Lava Girl.
Yeah.
I remember that crappy movie now with George Lopez. But yeah, no, Hot Girl is, she was revealed in a very, very, very brief cameo that you'd never friggin' know about if you didn't know who she was, cast as, at the end of season 1.
Well, they did say her name, so...
Even so.
Yeah. But that was at the very end of the episode.
Exactly. I mean, that's why some people are just like, oh, lady.
Yep, random lady Cisco's trying to hit on.
But it is Hot Girl. And, yeah, she's here. I mean, I guess she's a meta, maybe. And Cisco has been revealed to be a metahuman. He is officially Vibe, and Vibe is not bad yet.
Yeah.
And he's never really bad per se.
Anti.
Yeah, again,
but
anti.
Something something that this kind of revealed or didn't reveal yet is once Harrison Wells is showing that Caitlin Snow does not have powers, or she is not a meta, either she just hasn't got them yet, or like
or
we
Earth
stated
2.
previously, that Killer Frost is coming from Earth 2, and it's not Caitlin Snow.
I mean, it
Earth
would,
1.
it would still be Caitlin Snow.
Yeah, it's just not on Earth 1.
Yeah, not the one that we know and care about.
Not the one that we've learned about so much.
Yeah, the other one's a bitch.
Hence Killer.
Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, it was a great episode. I loved seeing Wells, back in the group, albeit in a very different manner.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved that, most of his interactions this episode were, how did my doppelganger piss you off?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you killed your fiance? I'm sorry.
That'll do it.
But I'm not him.
Yeah, straight up. Straight up. Yeah, my favorite one was the interaction between Cisco and Wells. Like, yeah, you plunged your hand through my chest. He was like, yeah, well.
That would work.
It's so good. I can't wait for next episode. I have no idea what it's going to be about.
I don't know either. I can't remember.
Good.
I think because Black Ops 3 has been in my brain all day.
That's fair.
So, yeah.
I played some of that earlier. I am not good.
I played a lot of it. I'm pretty good. Alright, let's move on to Agents.
Shield.